City of Stevens Point Transportation Commission meeting, recorded March 14, 2022.
We have a quorum, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 4:46. Call the meeting to order. You want to run the roll call, Thomas?
Yeah, I can go ahead and run the roll call. So we have Chair Lisney,
Here.
Greg Keppel,
Here.
Tom Bertram,
Present.
Alder Christensen,
Here.
Alder Kneebone.
Here.
Sorry, our video stopped there. I think I hit a button. Vice Chair Peterson. Not present. She did say she'd be here tonight, so she might show up on Zoom later. All right.
Okay. Agenda item number 2, approval of the February 14, 2022 minutes. Did you hear that at home?
I move approval.
I'll second.
A motion by Christensen and a second by Kneebone. Any questions on the minutes or further discussion? Okay, hearing none, we'll take the motion to vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? Okay, motion carried. The action, agenda item number 3, approval of the February 2022 financial claims report.
So I have a comment on that. We were getting the plan versus the actual spend, and that wasn't in the packet. And that makes it a little more difficult to we could see what the spend was, but we got nothing to compare it to.
Okay, yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to. I think I might have to look on some previous sheets versus the checks cleared, but.
Yeah, I would encourage you to go back and to do that. I think it's a more meaningful process for us when we can see what we spent versus what the budget was, so any big outliers can be identified. If we just see the checks that cleared, okay, fine. But relative to what?
Greg, Joel Lemke here. I'm not sure. Are you thinking of a year-end process or anything like that? Because this is our payment of claims process that we use every month. What document? Can you be a little more specific about what you're thinking of? Because I can't think of it.
I'm not sure I can give you anything more specific than what I said. I can share a document with you, but I wouldn't be able to look it up timely right now. But I can certainly do that and pass it along to you.
If you could do that and email it to Talon, we can certainly be prepared for next month if it's something we missed out on.
Yeah, these were at one time a regular part of the packet.
Was that maybe back when Susan was around?
So are you looking at so for example, let's say the first thing is employee wages, and it was $1171.20. So you want the total amount budgeted for wages, let's say that's $1 million. And then each month it's that much more is deducted from the total. So from the $1 million at this point, we've spent 300,000, something like that?
No, it's not it's
Oh.
not a running, it's the budget for the month. We expected to spend X and we spent Y, or we expected to spend X and we spent W. It's just what was the budget and what was the variance from the budget. And are we comfortable with what that variance was?
Yeah, why don't we share a document there? I'm not familiar with anything we've done like that in the past, so maybe we're talking about different things here.
Yeah, I can certainly share that with you.
Sounds good.
Welcome,
Hey,
Carolyn.
everybody. Sorry I was late.
Yeah, that's okay. We are looking for a motion for the March 2022 financial claims report, if you wanted to.
I'll move approval of the February claims paid.
Tom Bertram will second.
Okay, so we have a motion by Nevone and a second by Bertram. Any further questions?
Actually, I have a question. I was looking at the utility bill. When the facility was built, were green hinges put on all the garage doors? Like, I know the fire department just did, and it saved them a bunch of money on utility bills. So I wondered if the transportation garage doors have those green hinges.
I think that it started here, to be honest with you. It started somewhere in the department. I can't recall where. This is one of the newer buildings, so I'll check after this meeting. How about that?
No doubt it started with transportation. You guys are always ahead of the curve, right? Thanks.
Okay, so any further questions? Okay, hearing none, we'll take the motion to vote. All those in favor, say aye.
I
Those opposed? Okay, motion carries. All right, so we move on to approval of the rural route bid restructuring.
Excuse me. Yeah, so, I did send you guys a document to kind of break it down. Our rural routes are something that came over with the county-city merger, so they are a county program. But, you know, over COVID, we've seen a lot of changes. We saw, a lot of special around those routes. We're looking to restructure those routes to do a couple things. One of the things is better staffing. Currently we're set up at 3 bid routes and 3 replacement drivers. So we want to go to 4 and 2, kind of giving us a little bit better control with the scheduling with a 4th bid driver, and kind of structuring those to not overlap with each other so they can fill in for each other. These, like I said, these are county programs, so they wouldn't affect the city budget at all, but because they're city employees, we're coming to you for the approval on it. So I tried to break it down pretty good in that paper, but if you have any other questions, I can certainly.
Did the county already approve it?
Yeah, through Cindy, the director at the
Okay.
ADRC, the approvals. This was approved. Technically, on the city's end, what it's doing is not adding another position, but changing that from a replacement, which wouldn't be eligible for benefits, to someone that is eligible for benefits. But like I said, these are programs paid for by the county, so no budgetary effects.
I'll move to approve that. This is Carolyn.
Kneebone will second.
We have a motion by Carolyn and a second by Mary. Any further questions or discussion?
Sounds
Okay, then
like
we'll
it's a
take
pretty good deal for the users of the service without any pain to the city. So, and it's only really about an extra 9 hours, so, of time. So good job putting that together.
Yeah, we're going to be working hard on that, so keep an eye out on the county-wide transportation services, and we'll keep you up to date.
All right, then we'll take the motion to vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 Those opposed? Okay, motion carries. We'll move to number 5, update on the transportation, or from the transportation superintendent.
Okay, so first thing I want to update you guys on is the Passio Go project. That was the live bus tracking app that we had talked about before. So they have came in, installed all their hardware on the buses. So we are getting live GPS data from them. Me and Tom are working pretty hard to get all the little information updated. So we're going through each bus stop, each route, each time, and getting that all in there. So that's kind of where we are in the install process. Our goal is definitely to have it done by the end of school, if not sooner. And then we still, so that live information to the public should be available then, at least by the time school lets out. But what else were we? Oh, we still have staff training. We're updating the drivers' tablets on how they keep track of ridership and things like that. So that might take a little while after that, but the public's going to see the effects before then. So I just want to give you guys that little update. L&T route updates. If you remember, we talked about restructuring the L&T routes, and I brought you guys to that to you guys. Let's see, changing from Thursday, Friday, Saturday to Friday, Saturday. That's going really well. We're seeing like some pre-COVID numbers on there for our late night routes, which means university students are going out and they're getting a safe ride home. And it's pretty much a lot of downtown ridership. We continue to work with the students and the university to kind of keep twerking that route a little bit, tweaking that route a little bit. Sorry. I'm working with university students, you know, what can we do? So, tweaking that route, but,
We'll excuse the language miss there.
Yeah. But the students seem to be enjoying it a lot, and everybody that we talk to on campus seems to be pretty excited about it. So it does start up 6:30 on Friday and Saturday. So if you get a chance, you can hop on that. And for staff update, Tom, do you want to do the staff update? I'll hand that over.
Yeah, right now we're currently we're soon to be having a retirement April 1st for our rural supervisor, which is Dave Adams. He'll be retiring here April 1st. We do have an ad out right now to try to get ahead of the game a little bit, so we're looking at some applicants and are getting set up for that. We'll be doing, we're looking at internally doing a promotion. We have a person who is looking at filling that role, which we've been very pleased with his performance so far. So we're happy to be able to look at a promotion from within. And then with the position we're looking, I think one of the surprises to me is that we're not getting as many candidates as I thought we'd be getting for the position. So that's always interesting when you're looking at for people trying to figure out where they want to work. Obviously, the city still has some very good jobs that I think we have available. The job we're looking to fill is going to be a dispatching role. And we currently have about 10 applicants. Previously, we had 100 when we were done with after 2 weeks. So it's much less this time. So, but we're going to look through those candidates. We got the rest of this week, and then we'll go from there. As far as the drivers are concerned, we are one short yet. We got one driver that is supposed to be taking his physical this week, and there's been a lot of delays on the hiring process. That's a little unfortunate for everyone when we're trying to stay ahead of the game, but they put a lot of delays on us getting set up on these appointments. They pushed it back 3 weeks. Normally we could get those scheduled in a couple of days, so it's got quite the effect there, but soon we'll get them on board here as well, and then we'll be fully staffed on the transit side of it, which for our fixed route and our paratransit, and we are currently trying to fill a role for a rural bus operator position. We are one short on the rural side, and we have an ad out there right now that continues to run, and that one's not generating a lot of interest because that's part of the change that Helen was talking earlier by going up to 4 bids instead of 3, because the sub drivers are not, they don't receive any benefits. They only work when we have available hours, and it's not a lot that come up within the week. So it's a very difficult position to fill because there's no guaranteed hours for the week. So we'll keep running that ad, and hopefully we'll get some interest eventually and get that one filled. But overall, I would say we're doing very well for staffing for the system compared to a lot of systems. We're way ahead of a lot of systems that are very struggling a lot with staffing issues. So very pleased with where we're sitting right now.
Okay, any questions on the staff update?
Well, I'll just say that, you know, I'm available if you want to get together and talk about ways to you know, be creative about accessing that employment market for people driving. I spent my whole career doing that, and you know, the approaches that you took, as you said, you know, just, you know, the last time you had 100 applications, this time you have 10. That is our world today, right? And it's not just you know, the experience of the city. It's every single employer in the city. There isn't any employer in America that's probably satisfied with the way their staffing is going right now. So whatever we did before is not the way forward. And glad to come over and spend a little time with you and talk about, you know, what we can do to potentially crack that open a little bit.
Okay, great, thank you.
Goes to agenda item number 6, but before we adjourn then, next meeting would be Monday, April 11th at 4:45, right?
Yeah. Yep, April 11th.
All right, then we'll adjourn. Thanks everybody for calling in.
A video of this meeting is available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.